I'm standing out in the garden this morning. I went and fed the animals, our little chickens and things. And the bird song was just so loud out here. I thought, let me just record a little bit of that. I hope you can hear it, but it's beautiful. I'm just taking a moment to get out here and look at the plants, the flowers that won't be here very long. They're here for just a little while and then they're gone. This is the wisteria here at the corner of the house. The pollinators are all over it. And if you stand under it, it's like an umbrella of just beauty. Now it's over the compost bin down here. It's not like we have a lot of anything up under it. But I was thinking how pretty that would be to have a wisteria like that and have a seating area under it where you could sit under it when it was in bloom. The smell is wonderful. Very heady, very strong, sweet smell. Just beautiful out this morning. All the trees are getting greenery. Now this is the light wisteria. It's a little bit lighter than the one we have across the way. Not as many blooms on it. And where the deck is, I think we could get this wisteria to grow over the deck with just a little bit of effort. Maybe we'll do that when we replace the deck. We'll build some kind of arbor so that this wisteria can grow over it, and maybe we can have it growing over. We can just train it. Good morning. You're watching Much Ado About Something, and I'm Donna, and I'm glad that you're here today. If you like lifestyle, which is Appalachian, I'm an Appalachian. We're in the low part of the Appalachians, and that's our lifestyle, budget-friendly home and garden, then you're in the right place. I'm back here on the back deck this morning, just enjoying the morning. It's been some beautiful bird song, and right when I decided to film and share that with you, the neighbor started mowing. So he's out here mowing while I'm trying to do this video for you, so you're going to hear that in the background. But there's also some beautiful bird song, beautiful bird sound. The birds are just singing. It is full-blown spring at my house. I'm in my cozy chair this morning. I've got my blanket here on this cozy chair, and I'm enjoying my coffee. I'm actually drinking coffee instead of tea because Donald left a whole, about a half a pot in there, and it was already warm, and I thought, well, let me just have a cup of coffee this morning. I've got it right here in my spring cup, and I will show y'all the plants that are in the greenhouse here. I'm taking a minute, still just enjoying the bird song. I'm going to relax this morning while I can get a breath. It gets really busy in the spring for me. There's some beautiful stuff I wanted to share with you around here in this small city lot that Donald and I have been here for years. I just wanted to share some of the beautiful things around in the small lot at this time of the year. It will change fast, and it will get busy really quickly around here. That apple tree is blooming. It's got beautiful blooms on it. The red bud beside all of it is blooming. And so that's a pretty mix of flowers this morning. There's a gentle breeze blowing. It feels good out this morning. Not too cold. Not warmed up completely yet, but just beautiful. I'm going to abandon my cozy spot there with my drink this morning, and I'm going to get my boots on and go out here and share with you out in the yard some of the things that's going on. I have told the story so many times just in the last few days. I'm not sure if I've shared this story with you guys or not, but I'm going to go ahead and share it with you again because it was so amazing to me. Well, you know, I've got chickens out here, and I came out to feed the chickens. Chicken coop right there, and then I've got 2 little chickens over on the other side, little bantams. So I was out there feeding the chickens, and I heard like a wingspan, flapping of big wings over here in the rabbit area. This is our rabbit area right here. Their water bottles need to be cleaned out. But I came in here to feed the rabbits, and there was a hawk sitting right over here about 2 feet tall. He was light gray with little dark spots on him, and he had flew from the ground up to the corner right here, and he was standing there looking at me. And when I came in the door, I was looking at him. He had got one of the doves. We've got several pairs of doves around here that stay in these pine trees right up here. He had got one of them, and it was laying down here. He was down here. He had caught that dove, and he was going to feed on it. It was laying down here, and when I opened this door, I scared him, and he came up here. Of course, I could not get a picture of him because I was feeding the animals, and I wasn't expecting him to be there. I had no idea that that thing was going to be in the rabbit pen area when I went in there, but I heard that big wingspan. I'm telling you, this was a huge bird. He was 2 feet tall. Now, if you've been and watched my channel, you know that we've had we've had red hawks across the road for years here, and we've always kind of just watched them, and we have saw them fly down here and pick up squirrels and prey out of our yard many times over the years that we've lived here. But this hawk, I had never saw anything like it. He was about I don't know if it was male or female, but it was about 2 feet tall, a really huge bird. And it was just light gray with little dark circles, patches on him. Beautiful, beautiful bird. So I just stood there and looked at him until he flew away. He looked at me and I looked at him. It had to be about 3 minutes, and it was an awesome experience. I felt bad for the little dove that was killed because, you know, they mate for life. That means there's a little dove mate out here lonely today because of that experience. But it was awesome to see that beautiful animal and his natural, doing his natural thing. Chickens are doing good this morning. Yeah, tell us all about it. If you like chickens, I'll show them. They're out here thinking they're going to get a treat. Sometimes I'll walk out here and give them a treat. The peach tree that Donald planted here in the spring, it's doing good. You can see those tiny peaches right there starting to form from the buds. I got out here and I did pick off a lot of the blooms that, you know, you don't want a bunch of peaches on one little bloom. You want to pick it off, and it'll give you more peaches. So I've already done that. Maybe that's why the chickens are out, because I've been throwing them over there to them, letting them snack. It's rained. It's been rainy. Donald will probably mow today. It's where an old stump used to be, and it's finally deteriorated. Now we're waiting for something to grow over it there. Here is the garden area. It is weeded, and it's ready to go. We've got the cattle panels that's always been down. We didn't take them down this year. They're in the same place they were last year. But Donald has got the compost spread. He put some rabbit manure down, which you can put fresh down on your garden. Chicken manure, you have to let that compost for a year or more. and we do. So we did put some composted chicken manure. It's got plenty of good amendments put down and getting ready to be planted this year. We may put one more scoop of compost here or there to freshen the garden area up. Last year we had cucumbers growing on these trellises, and they grew, and we could just come and pick them from underneath. They hung down. We'll put tomatoes out here, squash, all the things that we eat on a regular basis we will put out here in this little garden. It's semi-shaded. I can smell the wisteria. It smells really good. I can smell it from the garden. I've got this cardboard down because, you know, we'll be walking in and out right here putting compost and everything down. And so I like to have this just to keep it from compacting and be able to have easy access in and out of this garden area. And here is this thing, old dish rack the restaurant above us was getting rid of. And my son picked them up, and I'll put these under pumpkins or watermelons, and it'll raise them up off the ground. They can still get good air circulation, and that's why that's in the garden. I use that thing. Now here I've got yellow dot growing. You can see there's some growing out here in the yard. Now yellow dot, I love it. I love to eat it. Something's eating on it for me right now. But it's got a lemony taste to me. And I will probably come out here and get a few of these tender leaves and make a salad out of it for lunch. I'll forage my lunch out here from the yard this morning. That's growing. It's been growing for several years. I've had it in a tub. My tub has since dilapidated, and now it's just growing right beside the garden. These are some trimmings that Donald trimmed off of things, and he's going to carry it over there in the burn pile. Now that the burn ban has lifted, we can burn a few things. Those are the elderberries that are on this side of the garden, and then the elderberries on that side of the garden, and over here are beautiful. I'll walk you down here towards the wisteria. It smells delicious. It is simply beautiful out here this morning. Coming out here and just enjoying the beautiful things that are blooming. That's what I try to do no matter what's blooming out here. I try to get out here and thoroughly enjoy it. These won't be out here for very long, and then they'll just be, the leaves will come out and it'll be a leaf canopy over here, and that'll be fine. But I like to come out here and catch it. This thing smells wonderful. It is perfuming the whole yard, front and back, all the way around the house. I was thinking how beautiful it would be the way this thing has grown right here, and the umbrella that it makes with these beautiful purple flowers. I was thinking how beautiful that would be over a seating area. Now we just have our compost pile is directly under here. This is the big pile that's already composted. Donald's got some sticks and things here, but he'll throw those on the other side, and this is where he would dig from this pile and get our compost to go on the gardens. There's quite a bit here. It doesn't look like there's much, but there's probably about 3 feet deep of compost right here in this area. Now sometimes when he gets out here working, he'll just throw one thing over here, and then move it where it's supposed to go later. This is where we put the fresh chicken manure over on this side so that it can compost, and then everything that's composted he shovels it over to this side, and then we're able to distribute it wherever it needs to go. I know it's hard to tell. He's got those sticks there, and he brought those from the front yard. We do have a leaf pickup, and they will pick up sticks and things here for us, but you know, we try to use what we can, and he'll probably break this down to go over here for kindling in the little fire pit so that he can sit around the fire pit with the grandkids. That's what he likes to do. I have got to take this tree, you know, it died, had to replace it in the front yard, so I've got to get this tree out of this container so that I can reuse it, and all that's going to take some muscle, some time, and some labor. Lots of things to be done out here, lots of work. So I've just got to do one area at a time. This wall can use some cleaning. I'll have to set aside a day for that, to just straighten up these rocks and get this area cleaned up a bit. Now there is a wisteria on this side, and I would like for it to make an arbor so that it can go towards and go over the deck, which it'll drop its flowers, and it'll be a little bit messy if I've got it going over the deck. But all the beautiful, beautiful wonderfulness of sitting up under it and enjoying the beauty and the smell will be worth it. It'll be worth cleaning up a few flowers to enjoy it. Look on this side at all of the wisteria droppings. It's just rained down. Beautiful. They are absolutely gorgeous. I am just trying to enjoy this while it's in bloom. The blooming season for it's kind of short. You can see these blooms are bigger than my hand. So these are some huge, beautiful wisteria blooms. Pretty. The leaves are starting to come out. The blooms will fall off and the leaves will be, it'll be green, so it'll be a green canopy over here, and that's beautiful too. This thing is well established and really, really pretty. You're probably seeing it on the side of the roads if you're driving around North Carolina in this area. There's a lot of it in the woods, a lot of this beautiful wisteria blooming. It is invasive, not recommended to plant it. This has been here for years and years, and I think it's beautiful. Over here is Donald's honeysuckle. He keeps that on that side. That's one of the few plants he requested because it brings back childhood memories for him. I shared with you the rose bushes are doing exceptionally well. I've got to get out here and just pick off a few yellow leaves, but nowhere near the black spot that used to be on these roses. So I think Donald and I have saved them. It took a little bit of work, took a little bit of effort. I throw these in the trash can in a bag and seal them and throw them away. And copper, putting copper spray and copper around the base of the rose bushes is what has helped prevent the black spot. It's helped us fight the fight. This thing was covered in it, and year after year, I think it's probably took me about 5 years. Most people just burn the rose bushes. They just dig them up and get rid of them once they have black spot. That's how hard it is to fight. But these have been here for a long time, and I was not going to let that happen to our rose bushes. So we joined into the fight of getting rid of the black spot, and that's what we've been doing. Picking off these infected leaves and taking care of this disease on these rose bushes. Every year we've been doing it. It will cause all of your leaves to fall off. We even get down here, pick them up off the ground, bag them up, throw them away, and just fight it. And eventually we'll get the better end of this disease. And you can see why it's called black spot, because the little black spots all over the leaves. And it'll get on many other things, not just roses. But we're still in that fight, getting rid of the black spot. The pollen has been serious here. We've had some serious pollen. Now we have had 2 heavy rains. And right here in the crack of the driveway, you can see how much pollen is just, you can see where it just ran down the driveway. We've had some serious pollen issues. Just everything. Look at all this pollen. And that's just laying right here in the driveway. Had lots and lots of pollen all over the place. The tulips are gone. Their history this year, they were beautiful. They come and did their show. They did their debut. They were beautiful. I admired them and enjoyed them. And now they're gone. It's the end of the tulips. I want to plant more tulips next year. I thought I planted more this year, but evidently they didn't come up or something was going on. So I hope to get more tulips and put in this area because I really enjoy them every spring. The lemon balm is coming up, and that is a delight because I drink a lot of that in tea, and I love to make a cold drink out of it. There's a lot of things just coming up in the garden. Just beautiful. Still a lot of work to be done. That lamb's ear with those drops of water on it, that is just gorgeous. Beauty in the garden this morning. Now right here in this bed, the beautiful irises are blooming. Oh my goodness, I love that color. Now they've been blooming for a while and I just hadn't had the opportunity to get out here and share them with you. There's a few that's already bloomed and dried up. More coming out. Absolutely gorgeous. They remind me of an orchid. And every year when they bloom, I'm like, why don't I have more of these? I have these purple ones and I have some white ones my friend gave me years ago. And every year I'm like, why do I not have more irises in the garden? Right behind that's the beautiful fig that I planted. You can see the little figs on it. Oh, I see a little patch of black spot over here. Let me go ahead and take that off. Get rid of that. Looking pretty over here. The little money tree or money plant my friend gave me is blooming. That's a pretty purple bloom. It's a few of them starting to bloom. This is the north side of the house. It's the coolest side and the most shade that we have. And so there are some things that are over here blooming. I've got an azalea that's going to pop out here and bloom, a white azalea. That'll be pretty against the house there. Now I have some blue flag irises. They're back here. They are wild irises and they're tiny. I need to dig those up and pull them out from this area and put them out in the sun where they'll bloom. They don't bloom back here in the shade, so I've got to pull these out. Used to be more sun on this side than there is now, but I'll have to pull those out so that I can get those to grow again. There's a beautiful hydrangea or little hydrangea, a little snowball bush. It's coming out nicely. Lots of work to be done over in this area. I'll have to get over here and start the flower seeds. I usually start the flower seeds in the front yard. And I start the vegetable seeds in the backyard. Still dealing with this garden and some of its issues this year. Now that camellia did great. It did excellent. Look at all those blooms down there. That thing bloomed for months. Well worth its keep. Now a lot of the flowers are just drying up right now and falling off, and it's time. But you got a few hidden ones that are still beautiful. Still blooming beautifully, even here in April. But I'll just kind of shake the broom over this, get a lot of this dead off. It probably needs some fertilizer. It's had a good season of blooming. Probably needs to be fertilized. The Lacey elderberry is coming out down at the bottom. It's not completely dead. There's some green growth down there at the bottom, but nothing came out on all these limbs. So we are going to cut that back on our next work day out here. We're going to cut this lacy elderberry down, try to figure out what happened to it. The tea trees, the little small leaf tea bushes seem to be doing okay. There's a few things that need to be cut back on them. I think maybe it was too dry on them this year. You can see in the bird bath there's pollen. It's yellow around the bird bath. A lot of pollen out here. Periwinkle's still going to town. It's just doing its dance back there. It's contained in this small bed right here on the other side of the walkway. But of course, every year, we've got to get out here and manage this. But those little blue periwinkle are pretty, look really pretty against the blue house. Lots and lots of good things going to be popping out here and blooming and filling out. All the rose bushes are filling out. When these red roses, when they bloom, they'll be beautiful. That'll be the next thing probably that I'll share with you blooming out here. I wanted to get out here and just share with you, let you see how the garden's doing, what progress we're at. My quiet morning's over, and I've got to kick it in gear and get ready for the rest of the day. Seeds are doing good. You saw us plant those the last time, I think, in the video, and we've already got things that are coming up in this little greenhouse area. So everything's looking pretty good. Nothing coming up in these forms yet. So we'll have things to plant before you know it. Thank you for joining me today. Let me share with you what's blooming out here in the garden. Just doing a little spring garden tour. Early spring, everything busting out, and wisteria was in full bloom, the red buds. It was my pleasure and my joy to share that with you here on this small lot. I thank you for joining me today. And like always, until next time.